Okay guys, Talking Head Mr. Kempin is back again, and today I want to talk to you about inspiration and motivation. And if you keep watching, you'll find out how gerbils are responsible for this video. Yes. So inspiration can take many forms, and it can lead to many different outcomes, including none. So please remember that going through while watching this video. Just because you look for and find inspiration and motivation, it doesn't mean that you'll be automatically successful. You may have to go back and look again. So, what do I mean by inspiration? Well, inspiration is something that can trigger an idea or motivation to take the next step. So I'm going to talk about two different perspectives. Firstly, from a design perspective, as I am a design technology teacher, and secondly, from a motivation perspective. But both of these perspectives can be applied to a much wider range of our areas and concepts. So let's start with the designer perspective. Where do designers get their inspiration from? Well, often it comes from looking around and observing their surroundings. A common example of this could be finding a problem and gaining the motivation to find a solution and fix it. But it could be drawing inspiration from what you see. An example of this is biomimicry. This is when you incorporate real-world interpretations of natural phenomenon. I like to use the designer Ben Ryan as a great example of this, as he was inspired by the hydraulic operation of a spider's limbs when looking for a solution to how to operate a child's prosthetic arm for his son. I'll link the video below. It's really worth a watch. It's a really inspirational video and it demonstrates both examples of what I've just said. He saw a problem that needed a solution, and he was inspired by a natural phenomenon when designing a prototype. But what if you're not a designer? You could be a writer struggling to complete the next phase of a novel. Well, look around you. Look around you for inspiration. No great novelist or writer, or anyone for that matter, was born with their amazing ideas. They are just a result of their interpretation of the world that they have experienced. So go out there and experience the world. Talk to people. Read the works of others. Find out what other people like to read about. It often helps to get feedback from others. Just remember not to take this one to heart, as hopefully people are just trying to help you. But when you've got something creative that you're doing, it's difficult to hear any sort of criticism. So yeah, be open. Alright, let's move away from the creative side of things. What if you need inspiration for the next step in life? You don't know what course to study, what job to apply for, what career to look into. How do you get inspiration for this? Well, the simple answer is similar to that of the writer. Talk to people. Find out their experiences. Find out what options and opportunities are out there. It's about looking, researching. You won't know what there is until you look. Don't expect every opportunity in life to fall into your lap or be offered to you. Life, unfortunately, is not that easy. But what if you need inspiration to look? Well, then you're delving into the motivation. There are similarities and overlaps between inspiration and motivation, as one often leads to the other. To get motivated, you need a goal, an ambition. You need to want to get somewhere, to do something. Unfortunately, this has to come from you. But it doesn't have to be have it or don't. You can take it and you can get it in small steps. Start by motivating yourself to do something small. Aim for an easy success, an easy win. Make a CV. Sign up to a newsletter for an industry or a job website. Watch some TED Talks. Listen to some podcasts. I do that one a lot, by the way. Do something that can lead you on to the next steps. Once you start on a path, you can follow it. But you can't follow a path that isn't there, and making a new one is difficult. When it came to making this video, I was stuck for inspiration on what to make a video about. So I asked my wife. She absentmindedly said gerbils as a joke. This caused my brain to think of biomimicry, and then to inspiration and motivation. So this happens to everyone, and a simple word like gerbils can lead to this for what it's worth. See? I said gerbils were responsible for this video. So the last thing I'll leave you with is one of the greatest sources of inspiration and especially motivation, and that's the people around you. This is usually in the form of support and care. Cherish the people around you and be there for them, as we cannot get through this life alone. But they could also be in the form of competitors. Now, some of you may not like competition, but competition can be healthy, and it can push us to our new limits. It can inspire us to do things differently, and you never know what might happen when you shift that paradigm. Okay guys, good luck.